How's it, everyone? Welcome to Race Space. We're back to the X Series tonight. The KTM's here around Catalonia, Spain. Quite a popular track. People that are clued up with racing will know it. I'm K9 for anyone watching, and joining me on the stream is Ratek for now for the first race. How's it going, man?
Yeah, all good. Thanks, man. Seems like a long time since you've been back to this Catalonia circuit.
Yeah, I think we haven't really done well. We do the short version for the Rallycross, obviously, every season. But the full version, I don't remember when we last did it. It's been a while.
Yeah, we should do the Rallycross version for these cars. I'm sure they'd have a bit of a shock. The drivers would have a bit of a shock.
It would definitely be interesting. But we've got the guys all here now that are racing tonight. Every now and again we miss a few and we gain a few, so it's interesting to see the guys that are always in. I mean, it sort of makes it easier for the guys that are permanently in towards the championship. I know that guys like Kenny, Kenny does a lot of winning as well, but he's been in every race so far, so he's been stacking up the points.
Yeah, definitely has been dominating so far, hasn't he?
Yeah. Just pulling up the points here. I was checking that list the other day. At the moment, of course, the list doesn't want to load right now. There we go. So Kenny is leading by a large amount. He's got 159 points. In second is our commentary car. Can you believe it? We're in second. 94.
Yeah.
And Rock in third with 83. But this is the X1 class. I don't have a list next to me of the X2s. I'll have to look that up at another point. But yeah, so obviously all the top four guys are guys that have raced every race so far in the series. We've also got G32 Turbo there, who's raced all of those races as well. So it pays to do all the races.
Yeah, it definitely does. You can, overall, you can rack up some good points, can't you?
Yeah.
If you dive into every round. Just see that the weather's nice and dry. It looks like the sun's out at the moment, so I'm not too sure what track temperature it'd be, but I'm sure Spain, is it set for this time, current date?
It's current date, yeah.
Yeah, so
current date I checked before we started, because the worry we have when we do current date is on some of these tracks in Europe now, it's the snow or the winter ice settings, and then if you don't concentrate and you load in, it's all ice. So we change it for those races where it would be ice, but otherwise we keep it on current date. So this is winter time, it said when I started it.
So I can imagine track temperature is going to be quite cool, but it still looks like they've got the sun out and a nice clear track. So that's,
yeah, it's not going to rain or anything, but it is cloudy. That's the only thing. So I don't know if that also affects the temperature a bit. Also, we might be seeing Matsutsi back in commentary for the next race, so that'll be cool. I think he streamed it with you last week, eh?
Yeah, we did the endurance, and first time on commentary, and I must say, really impressed me. He's did a great job. Really found it nice to have that Italian flair coming in and giving us an opinion.
Yeah, it'll be nice to have him back. I haven't done a commentary yet with him, so it'll be cool. And then, of course, it would have been Motormouth and commentary with me tonight, but, Carlo, or Matsutsi, as you guys know him, is doing this because his wheel's broken, so he's struggling with the racing at the moment, and that's sort of opened up a spot for Motormouth to do racing in that class tonight. So he'll race in Carlo's car, and Carlo will be on commentary. So you've got that to look forward to. I'm sure his brother Ali will be impressed to see him on commentary again. Ooh, bit of a spin there from Roy.
I think you can just see, like, just want to get the first laps in, just to get the tyre temperatures up that little bit. I know on this car you can't actually close any brake ducts off to help generate tyre temperature, so it could take a good couple of laps, couldn't it, to get the cars nice and kind of stable and positive on the track.
Yeah, definitely. It's an interesting car. I've only raced this one, I think, in heavy rain. So
it's the favourite out of the two for me. I've had a couple of dry races in it, and I like the movement of the car underneath. You can play with it a little bit. But
it definitely looks like good fun.
Definitely is, and the lap times aren't that much different from the GT4, so it shows it's it's a car that moves on a bit, motors on.
Definitely, I think it's probably a bit lighter as well than that GT4.
See Kenny there with the first lap time coming in of 2:01, 2:04 for pressure.
That's not bad from pressure then.
Yeah. Motormouth spending a lot of time in the pits. He has been out once, but has dived back into the pits to make changes.
See, G32's just put a 219 in, so he probably, with a time like that, maybe a spin.
You can see Roy just struggling with that rear end grip, just lighting up, coming up that hill. So
remember, Roy seems to put a much...
No, Kenny.
Yeah, he's...
Oh, so it was Kento that set the 2:01 time. It's Kenny that's dived in with a 1:56. So
I guess
too many Kens.
Kenny's showing us how it's done then.
Yeah, diving in over an extremely fast lap.
Proper slide there from Kento. Bringing his rallycross flair here.
And that is the section, isn't it, that you use on the rallycross section?
Yeah, it is around there. It's even here, isn't this around where the Joker lap is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then you turn back and go where those barriers are.
I was going to say, so, fortunate for the guys that they've actually going the right way on the track. They could be so used to turning left on that section and going back on themselves. But so 1:58 there from Kento, so not a bad lap, and we saw him have a bit of a slide. So
done well. He's obviously also enjoying this car. Being able to sort of send it around the corners. It seems to be one that the guys that do the rallycross enjoy a lot.
See Kenny there just keeping it nice and smooth and stable at the moment, coming up to this last section, so whether he's going to improve on this lap. Looks like nice and clean through there, keeping the apexes.
Definitely nice and clean. And I think he's going to show us here in this qualifying why there's a number 1 on his car. As he sets a 155 there. 155.3.
He's took another second off his lap time there. So.
I think last time round he was beaten by Ali in this class. It's a pity that Ali couldn't make it, because that would have been a good battle, those two guys.
Oh, he's pretty close, aren't they? Yeah, Ali and Kenny.
Yeah.
See, some of the other guys just running around the 204s, 208s, so they're still warming up and probably getting more familiarised with the track. How much speed they can carry through the corners. Nice controlled
nice
drift
save
from
there.
Kenny. Didn't seem to scrub too much speed off either, so he's carried.
Recovered well. This for me is always one of the hardest corners on the track.
Yeah, me too. You push out wide so easily onto that painted tarmac.
But Kenny just makes it look easy.
Clipping every apex at the moment.
So all the guys have set times now. You can just see some of them, I think, with some spins and slides in theirs there.
So Kenny will be going on to his last lap now.
Did he just knock some more time off that? I think it was a 55.3. Now he's on like a 55.0. So
yeah,
he's going faster and faster every lap. Props to Kento though. I mean, remember, he's only done one race in these cars before.
Just at a big moment there. The cameraman's just gone somewhere else, so we'll G32's in the pits. Pressure's coming round. Where's this?
It's quite an interesting colour scheme on that car, because it almost reminds me of the Golf colours of the blue, and it's a bit more of a dark orange or a sort of red than the orange they use, but a very similar theme there. Ooh, he saved
massive, yeah, it did well to keep it out that barrier there, because that barrier just sticks out that little bit.
It looked pretty inviting.
It does. Sitting there in third. Everyone else seems to be diving for the pits. Roy's out on track at the moment, coming over, so we'll see whether he's got improvement on this lap.
So pressure at the moment holding on to third. That's a good job from him.
Roy just seemed to have a bit of a drift coming there and scrubbed a little bit of speed off, but does improve his lap time, but not
enough.
Not enough to make a place gain. Kenny's still out there on a lap, I think.
Is he going to knock more time off of his lap? So he's on a 55.0 at the moment. Let's see what it says when we get through.
54.2.
Jeez, so he did another better one. He every lap knocked time down.
Yeah, so he was just
Motormouth has a 1 grid place penalty there as well. So he must have sped in the pits or something. Because that's put Roy up to 5th.
So it's Kenny Shep on pole with Kento alongside him.
The two Kens.
Pressure's done a good job there in 3rd place.
Yeah, he has. Scott says he did make a mistake in the pit. That's what's knocked him to the back there. It's only a 1 place penalty, luckily for him. Quite a colourful lineup of cars there.
It is, isn't it?
Purple, yellow, blue.
Seen a couple of guys struggle to get this car off the line now and again, haven't you? Sometimes it just bog and you lose all momentum, but other guys seem to be able to launch it off the line. So
it'll be interesting to see out of these guys.
And it's a long run down into that first corner, isn't it?
It is pretty long. It's quite a fast corner if you take it right as well.
I wouldn't know. I've never took it right.
You would expect Kenny to come across the left.
Ooh,
Kenny didn't
I
get a
think
good
Kenny
pull-off.
didn't.
That was a
No,
bad pull-off there from him. So Kento is leading the race right now, I think.
He is, yeah.
And pressure right up alongside of Kenny. And he goes across Kenny.
Closes the door, and he's got up the inside of Kento as well.
Pressure in the lead right now. Oh, big crash there from Kenny. Massive crash there. So Kenny is at the back now in 6th place. Kento is leading the race currently. So
Roy straight up into 2nd place.
Something has happened to pressure as well, because he's dropped down to 5th.
I think that was Kenny and pressure that had contact in that corner. It was that multicoloured, the Gulf-looking colours, wasn't it? So
yeah, so that means that it's Kento leading with quite a gap at the moment. Roy up into 2nd place from the back, and Motormouth, who was at the back, in 3rd. Massive change of events there on that first few corners.
So a great start, even though he went a little wide on the first corner. Great start for Kento, and quite a good 3.5 seconds lead already. So
yeah, he's just got to keep a calm, level head now, and it's looking like it's his race to win or lose.
But then you've got Kenny with that ultra fast pace coming from the back of the grid now, and I can see he's already just got past pressure. He's
tangled in the pack though, so he's got to fight his way through still.
But look at that, he's driving around the outside there of
just runs it wide.
Just wide.
Takes out one of those signs. Pressure does the same in the background. Is he going to find a way through here? He's looking up the inside.
He's having a look.
It's just the way they turn there. He's back to the outside again.
Meanwhile, Kento out front is 7 seconds now in front. So this gaggle of cars are just slowing themselves down that little bit.
Kenny is worked his way completely through from the back. He's overtaken all 3 cars down that straight. So that was impressive.
That was a good overtaking manoeuvre to come through 3 cars.
Ooh, Motormouth and Rock. So from such a great start for them, they've now ended up right at the back again where they started.
So they've had one lap of up front, and they felt like they needed to just drop back a little bit. So you can see Kenny's pace coming into action already. He's taken 2 seconds off Kento, hasn't he? Just in that first section of that lap.
Kento's just got to hope at this point that Kenny's pushing maybe a little too hard and makes another few little mistakes here and there.
Just going to check in on Kento and see how he's coping with this lead.
He's looking okay there.
See Kenny in the background already with his lights on, so he's in full attack mode.
Yeah, that's the attack mode button, not the lights button. It's actually looking like he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, he's clipping his apexes and carrying as much speed. But Kenny in that one lap has took 5 seconds off him.
Yeah, look at the lap difference there. 158 from Kento and a 154 from Kenny.
Yeah.
But never give up. Keep pushing on.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's still in front at the moment, so just keep them going as fast as you can. And I don't really look in. There's no point looking in your mirrors at the moment, is there?
No, if you start doing that from here already, you'll be losing time. I mean, you'll be panicking too much. You just got to keep focused on your race.
We'll check back in with these guys in a couple of minutes. But
see, Motormouth has gone into the pits for some reason. but
Must have picked up quite a bit of damage.
yeah, G32 is sitting now in third, so I mean, it's not going badly for him. He hasn't ever found himself involved in one of those big accidents, I don't think. He's sort of just sat sort of around there the whole time. I see pressure's closing in on him.
Yeah, doing the faster last time, didn't he? 2 seconds quicker. 1.5 seconds, really. So we're only on lap 3, and the guys have changed positions a lot already, haven't they?
Yeah, there's been big changes. I mean, for one lap we had Rock and Motormouth up front. Then that was short-lived, and Kenny and Kento found their way back to the front again. Just see pressure's run it wide. So that'll have taken some of the pressure off of G32. Excuse the pun.
Pressure's still there though, and he hasn't lost too much time, just running out in the gravel there. So you can see, just checking on the leaders. So Kento's still leading. Kenny's hunted him down, but he's either Kento's just upped his pace a little bit, hasn't he?
I think he has. He was a 58 earlier. He's on a 56 now, so he's just getting that time down a little bit. Kenny's still sitting on the 154 though. That's what he did previously. So Kenny being consistent, Kento's trying to put in those faster laps. Let's see if he can just hold on. I mean, even if he can just sit with Kenny behind him without panicking, he could. And it looks like they're coming up to a back marker there. So if he can get ahead of the back marker, that could slow down Kenny slightly. Just put that car between them. That would be my aim right now if I was Kento, was to try and get ahead of that back marker.
Just going to put that map up so we can see. I'm going to say that's going to be Motormouth, isn't it? Because he's been in the pits. So just coming into that section.
It also it helps you sometimes to have a car to focus on catching. So if he can focus on catching the car ahead of him, he's not necessarily worrying about Kenny, who's right behind him now.
See Kento there trying to probably break
Shake
the draft of make that car as wide as possible.
I'm not always sure that it works though. Sometimes I think it just slows the car down in front.
I normally just kind of stick to my line and do my own thing, and as you say, you never really seem to make massive gains or losses.
Kenny right there now.
I think he's going to have a look up into this next section.
Definitely going to do something this lap. I'm hoping that he doesn't find a way past, because I want to watch these guys battle it out right to the last lap.
He's just showing his nose, but Kento just run it wide,
but he saved it. But Kenny's taken him. No,
he's giving way.
I think he just braked early, being on the inside. Kento just had the better line around the outside. So this is a good battle. This is what I like to see here. Now they're both catching up to Motormouth.
So this could play in really well. Wonder if Kento can use Motormouth as a kind of a
just like that slight barrier, just to take a little bit of pressure off of himself. Motormouth won't be trying to hold up anyone, but it definitely can be used. They both got past there, so it didn't really help Kento at all. But
Kento just had it over the curb a little bit and just unbalanced the car. But
I think also a slight knock from Kenny, so Kenny has actually waited there. He didn't have to do that because it wasn't really his fault, but good sportsmanship.
I think he's enjoying the race
from Kenny.
he's enjoying the race as well, isn't he? And
I think so. I mean, they've still got basically like half a lap or half a race to do still, so it's definitely been a good one between these guys.
as you can see on the screen, G32 still in third, Pressure in fourth, Rock in fifth still. It's pretty close between G32 and Pressure. There's that second just between them, but we're just going to stay on this battle here because.
So now they got to get ahead of Motormouth again. Yeah, Motormouth letting them through. That's the way to do it. This is close. Good job from Kento though, not to crack so much under pressure. I know I would be running a lot of these corners wide, panicking, looking in my mirrors.
Yeah, and it's only his second time in the car, isn't it? In this championship, so he's.
I mean, I was panicking before this when we did that China race, where Kenny was hunting me down the entire race. I mean, he was still like about a corner or two behind me, and I was already panicking, looking in my mirrors. Like, so to have him breathing down your neck for so long, I can't imagine it. He doesn't usually stay this close behind me for very long. He's usually past within a few corners.
Yeah, so Kento doing a good job there to just stay in front. Kenny's got quite a little bit more pace coming down this straight, so whether he's going to have a lunge into the first corner, I don't know.
He did. He was super fast earlier where he overtook all the other guys down the straight, so you wonder if it's not also guys' setups they've changed maybe.
See Kento there running in 155s.
Yeah, so he's obviously benefiting a little bit actually from being chased, which is interesting.
He's having a look now.
I'm the other way around. I can't be chased. My lap times will be terrible when I'm chased. Ooh, just runs it wide.
Kento just runs wide.
Just wanted to test how this car would be in a rallycross round.
Yeah.
He goes on the dirt there.
So you can see Pressure's actually got past G32 now as well.
Yeah, he's not too far off there, G32, so he could get the position back.
Come back at him, yeah. He did a slightly quicker lap time last time round as well.
I would have loved to see Ali and Carlo on this track. I think they would have done an epic job.
Yeah.
And actually even BT. Remember, he set that epic qualifying time in these cars. He just couldn't race. He disconnected last time.
Yeah, disconnected, yeah.
Ooh, that was Pressure just running it wide there into the grass ahead of G32. Another guy we haven't seen in a while is Davy. I hope we see him back at some point.
Be nice for all the guys to, for the stars to align and for everyone to
show up on the same day.
Yeah.
Also, something we didn't see from Davy, which we saw in the Race of Nations that time. Remember, he takes epic photos on this game, and pretty much every car game he races on. So
yeah, he definitely does manage to get a picture quality that I haven't seen anyone really match.
Yeah, it would be epic to see him get a picture if he makes a race. We always enjoy seeing those pictures.
JPH does a cracking job in the Rally Fighters series, and he gets a good quality picture compared to what I can take. But
it's interesting to see the different guys' styles. I know Ali also enjoys taking pictures sometimes. He gets a different sort of... His is like quite an action shot. He gets it at like a different sort of angle. JPH, he enjoys getting those close-up like solo car shots. And then I don't know, Davy is much more like something like very artistic about his photos.
Yeah.
And then who else did we say was taking photos? I think it was just them. I take photos sometimes, but mine's just more of a screen grab of the race.
To see Pressure run it wide again. He's holding that third place. G32 is not too far behind him, is he? One slight mistake from Pressure. He does seem to be running quite wide. Quite a bit of
so
like Pressure
used to be on a controller, didn't he? Isn't he now on a wheel?
I think so. Yeah, I think in some of the chats he's
I wonder if that hasn't had an effect on his racing now, because he seems to be going a lot faster in this car than I remember him. If he's been in this class.
Yeah, so good job, and obviously still getting used to the wheel. If you've made that transverse, it does take a while, doesn't it? But I can just see a little bit of push on, like around that corner. He's got a lot of lock on, like it's scrubbing the tyres on the front end, but still carrying pace.
Struggling to turn a little bit. I mean, it could be a damage thing as well, maybe, because he was involved in that accident, I think, in the beginning.
Very evenly paced, Pressure and G32.
Yeah, there's definitely not much between them now. I don't know, maybe G32 now, just with someone in front of him to chase, also just going a little bit quicker. And because Pressure there was a point where he was moving quite a bit faster to have caught up to him.
Taking very similar lines there. Check in on our leader. Kenny now, he's pulled out that 10 seconds from Kento. He's just got his head down and banging in them laps consistently in the 155s, 154s.
I think we're going to have to do some training sessions one day so that we can all learn to be as fast as Kenny. I mean, he must get bored just winning all the time. You know, we've got to take the fight to him. Come on, Mark. In this next race, take the fight to him, man.
I'd like to say I could, but I literally haven't done any test, any setup or anything. So it's a track I do kind of enjoy, but all you need is one mistake and you've dropped a lot of time. And I'd like to say that I could probably hold Kenny off for a bit like Kento, hold him off for a bit. But once he gets past you, he's just going to pull away. He's so smooth and consistent in that lap time.
I think you can do it, man. If I can beat Kenny, you can beat Kenny.
Yeah, I need the look of the gods, mate. The look of the gods. It's the look of the racing gods.
Let's make a sacrifice before the race starts.
Kento, cracking job there. He did qualify in second place, but there was a lot going on that first lap. But
he's done well though. I mean, second for his second race in these cars is pretty good.
Definitely is. I'd be happy with a good solid second. So I'm going to say G32 and Pressure are having a battle here.
G32 has
So
got past Pressure.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
So it's 1 lap to go for these guys. Is G32 going to hold on to it? This is the race to watch right now for 3rd place.
Pressure looks like he's going to try and make a move into this first corner.
Oh! G32 runs it a bit wide, clips that little bump there. Pressure had a spin though, so they're going to come out much the same as where they were.
I'd say they are, aren't they? Because Pressure's carrying that little bit more speed around that bend. So by the time they get to this one, it's going to be exactly where they were just before any contact. So it's going to be interesting to see whether they can.
And I think Pressure is looking hungry, so he's looking like he's going to go for any sort of opening that presents itself.
It's a close battle. He's having a look into this next session, backside of it though. Scrubs a little bit of speed off, but not too much. Oh,
so
meanwhile Kenny's taking the win.
Look how wide he runs there, just trying to carry some speed.
Kento is just finishing in second. It's a good result from him, but we're just going to stick with these guys.
You can see G32 just sticking very much on the inside there, not leaving any space.
I think G32 should have this one. Barring any mistakes on this last corner, it can catch out sometimes, but should have a good run to the line there.
So good for him, just keeping it consistent. I think Pressure having a couple faster laps every now and again, but just unable to keep it consistent enough to hold on to 3rd. And Rock now in 5th. I think Motormouth is actually ahead of Rock, so Rock will be the last person to cross the line, but he will finish in 5th.
I see Motormouth just coming over the line now.
Yeah, he's going quite slow there.
Whether he's just waiting physically for Roy to come over the line in front of him.
Can see Kenny doing some victory donuts there.
And they're hard to do donuts in that car. I tried last time round and I couldn't get the back end to start the spin, but Roy's just coming over the line now.
And he has his lights on.
It's a good race there, and that first lap just throwing up a couple of, first 2 laps, wasn't it? Mixed results of a little bit of contact here and there.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Kento with a 1:55.7. Kenny's 1:54.1 was his best lap. So.
He's definitely got the pace. That must make you nervous going into this next race.
Nah, no nerves, mate.
No, you got this win in the bag, man. I believe in you.
I'm just gonna run my own thing and hopefully try and. I don't know whether I'm even going to go for a setup in qualifying. It's just basically just run it how it goes. But
anyway,
we shall see.
Cool, man. Enjoy. I think I saw Carlo Matsuzzi there. I think he jumped in earlier but hasn't spoken. Are you there, Carlo?
Evening, everyone.
Ah, there you are.
Good evening.
Here I am. I was watching the stream.
Nice. So, yeah, Carlo will be taking over and Motormouth will now be jumping into your car. Carlo, how do you feel about that?
I feel I'm gonna take care of the car after the race. Nah, I'm joking.
Yeah, you must ask him to make sure he gets it washed afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least that.
you want it spotless when you get the keys back. All right, I did send you an invite to the lobby earlier, so you can jump in.
Right then, guys, I shall head off and leave you to enjoy the commentary.
Awesome. Just make sure when you go, if you're going to jump into that other chat, make sure that the guys are aware that their liveries need changing.
Yep, will do, mate.
Cool.
I'll try my best.
Cool.
Catch you
Good luck.
guys later.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
So, what did you think of that previous race, Carlo?
Yeah, it was cool. I was keeping an eye on Kento.
Yeah,
Really
Kento was
some
doing.
muscles that,
He was doing well, actually. I was quite impressed with Kento.
He felt the pressure from Kenny anyway.
Definitely.
But, yeah. I can confirm that I get lots of issues with Kenny behind.
Yeah, he's scary to have behind. I already feel the pressure when if he's like a couple corners behind me, then I'm already panicking.
You already know it's coming for you.
Yeah, I'm already checking my mirrors all the time.
The harder you push, the harder he's gonna push him also.
Yeah.
So basically, when I try to counterattack his moves, it's impossible. I push harder and he pushes also harder than me, so end up crashing or making a mistake.
I'm just telling the guys, some of them have forgotten their numbers.
You see, Scott is not in my car.
Yeah, and somebody else is in your car. I think Kento.
Kento, yeah. Could be Ale or mine. I think it's Ali.
Kento is actually in the number 10, I believe.
Changed it.
He's in the Galaxy team with Rock.
Yeah, it just changed.
Yeah. So I think everyone's right. It's just waiting on Motormouth to get in your car. Didn't you drive your car to him? He's walking around the pits looking for it. He can't find it. Doesn't know which garage is yours.
Maybe he doesn't wanna destroy it. I don't know. Even if I do myself also.
He can't read the Italian signs for your team there. He doesn't know where it is.
Just say him to shout Marcello and somebody's gonna respond. One of my team.
Your car's the number 55 one, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's got it there.
Yeah.
Alright. So I guess everyone's ready. Their thumbs are up. I don't see any other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we've gained a driver because we've gained a commentator. So we're up to 7 for this race. It should be cool. We get to see the track filled with one extra car. It should just make it a little more interesting. So what do you predict for this one, looking at their previous performance in that last race?
Looking at that, I see Kento angry for points, obviously. He's gonna try it. And
I'm very interested to see Kento versus Ratek, because also a lot of people won't know, but they actually used to race against each other in real life. So they're friends.
That's something I didn't know.
Yeah, they're friends in real life, and they used to race in real life together.
Mm.
So they got a bit of a friendly rivalry there.
So it's gonna be fun then. It's
Yeah,
like me and Ale.
yeah.
Who's getting out of the pits? I can't find him. Okay.
There's Ratek going out on track in our commentary
See
car.
also Infinity. What's the name of the team? Sorry.
Savage Racing for the green car.
No, the blue car.
Oh, the blue one. Which blue one?
Kento's team.
Kento is Galaxy Racing with Rock. But
So
that
there's
one, that
Pressure.
one's Pressure. Pressure is in his own team, I think. What are they called?
Okay,
They're
yeah.
called. There was actually, he had a teammate when they signed up, but his teammates vanished.
Ooh, huge understeer from Pressure.
He was struggling earlier with that problem as well.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You see, his wheel turns a lot, but the car just doesn't turn. Yeah, so Pressure, his
Kento
team
made
is
that.
Project KS. I see. Well, you've got a Team Matsutsi driver with Motormouth tonight, but otherwise you would be missing Team Matsutsi, and there's a Scuderia Matsutsi team as well, which is Davi and BT, but they're also not here tonight. So you Matsutsi brothers have got two teams actually in this series.
You got a main team and
Yeah, and
the
it's like a
reserve.
junior team.
Pressure is going for a setup, I guess. This car is too unstable.
Yeah. Is that G32 about to start his lap now? This will be like his first timed one. I know. I thought I saw an orange car coming out the. It must have been the green one. It'll be Ratek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about that.
So the only thing now is he's behind some of the guys that just came out the pits, so that'll slow him down a little bit if he doesn't get through cleanly.
Okay, let him pass, kind of.
I think it would have slowed him down just a little. So this might not be his fastest lap he can do, but let's see what he can do.
His lights are on, so it's on full attack.
He's on attack mode.
Yeah.
That's why I always lose. I never turn it on to attack mode. He's looking decent there. It's difficult, especially when you've just been on commentary, to jump in the car and start racing.
Keeping the control there.
So what did he get? He got a 153. So that's pretty good actually, because I think what was Kenny getting in that other car? He was getting 154s.
Yeah.
And these cars aren't too far off of each other usually. So that'll be a solid lap, I think, in this car.
Sorry, I searched for the... Okay, G32 is doing his lap.
Yeah, I think he's just started it.
Got wide on the first corner. But let's see.
He also just did a good job in those last cars. So Pressure's put in a lap. He's on a 228. I'm gonna guess he's had a spin or something there, though.
Yeah. Oh, really wide there.
Touching one wheel on the sand. So what do you think of this track normally? Are you comfortable on this track? Is it a track you like, a track you don't like?
It's kind of neutral. I don't like it that much to race often. We do little racing in this track.
It's not my
But, yeah,
favorite, but
when-
it's not my least favorite. It's sort of, I don't mind racing it. There's a couple corners I don't like,
Yeah.
but
No, I mean, I like basically every corner, but not so appealing to me. I don't know. When I do race in this track, it's cool. Yeah, I have fun, but I don't know.
so
It really
G32 with a
comes from my
155.
mind.
It's not bad there
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
G52.
not bad.
Oh, sorry, 32.
Kenny, a 154 and 6.
So that was an extremely good lap then from Redtech.
Yeah, could be. We need to see what's the next lap
And-
from Kenny.
Considering that, remember we thought his lap might be slowed down because he had to overtake the
Yeah,
guys coming out of the pit as well. So, I mean, he could probably go faster then.
Yeah, this car I think is much more noticeable, the difference between the street car and the race, with more aerodynamics, so downforce. They're really gonna help you out in some corners, because in other tracks you almost have the same pace between the street and the
Yeah.
GT4 car.
But do you think that's down to corners or straights? I think it's more down to if the track's got longer straights, maybe.
Yeah, could be, because maybe it doesn't have much top speed as the streets one. Really
I think
wide
the
that
streets
thing.
one probably benefits that car to have more turns because you can throw it around a lot easier.
Yeah, it's easier to drive, yes.
So we're just looking at Carlo's car. Carlo's car with motor mouth in it. Where is he sitting right now? He's on a 156. So actually a lot of the guys sitting there in the 150s right now. That's not bad either, 156. Roy has also got a 156 and a 155 from G32.
Got pressure looking with some problems. I don't know, Kento, maybe he did a mistake in the lap and he's still trying to do another.
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
decent one.
Kento, you would think now. Maybe let's watch Kento quickly and see where he is. Wonder
Yeah.
if he's had a spin or something.
96 liters. That's really strange.
that might be why. It's all that fuel he's carrying.
Yeah, look, his car is not really steering that much. Just to cut the corners.
Even with 50 or 100 liters, you would think maybe a little bit of a faster. Yeah, there we go. He's moved up to a 204. So that's looking more maybe that he's just got too much fuel now. Although the car does look a little bent on the front, maybe.
Yeah, I was just about to say that on my screen it does look bad.
Yeah, it's got like a little
maybe it's
curve.
just,
Maybe
big
he
now.
made contact with something.
Mm.
Let's see if it does another straight on shot like that. Maybe we can see here.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit better now, but I could have sworn it was bent earlier.
It's doing better than his last
There,
time,
you
but
can
not so
see
much.
when you look underneath, from underneath,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
goes up. So it looks
Yeah.
like you might have knocked something on that corner.
Yeah, absolutely could be. Came into the pizza. Is
So Ratek, he held on to it,
Oh, he's-
a 153. Unless Kento can put in a faster lap here. but I think he's definitely struggling. He's definitely put in too much fuel. He doesn't want that in the sprint race.
Yeah, it's even too much for the race. Yeah, no, it's he lost too much time.
I mean, unless he's just trying to practice for when he's got a bit more fuel for the endurance.
Oh, sorry, not that. Yeah. We got G32, 154 and 9, really close to Kenny.
That is, it shows
nice
that
lap.
I think we're going to have quite a close race here, because it's not often you see Kenny sitting in second after one of these qualifyings.
Yeah, but just want to say, really impressive lap from Bratek.
That is, and he did it like on his first flying lap as well.
Huh? Sorry, what?
He did it on his first flying lap. It was the first one that counted.
On the first time, yeah. So Scott's closing the lap. No, nothing.
But very close. I mean, even a 56 is pretty close to the other guys. It's those top 5 guys are going to have a close race if they can keep those lap times.
Yeah.
It's just Kento and Pressure though struggling.
Yeah, struggling a lot there, it seems.
Which is interesting because Pressure was looking quite fast in the previous car times.
I don't know if they are by mistakes on hards.
That could be it, I suppose.
There's too cold to go in hards. I mean, you can see the grip was really low on the...
That actually could be the thing. I remember when I was racing on the hards, and then I changed to softs, it made a massive difference.
Yeah, so when it's winter,
yeah,
it's impossible to use hards.
Kento is also pretty new to the track racing in our community. He does a lot of the rallycross, obviously, but maybe just the setups and stuff being new to him, he maybe hasn't changed that. It'll be interesting to see what he puts in for fuel if he goes for 100 again. You see, Pressure's on 90, Kento's on 100.
Kento's 100. The other guys around 30.
Ratek is on 14.
Hopefully still loading the setup because
I don't know if that's enough.
Yeah, it's not enough. Yeah, but maybe
still he's gone 32
now. Yeah.
33, 31. I mean, hopefully for Pressure, for Pressure and Kento, they're going to change that because that's going to slow them down. Yeah, Kento on 28.
28 now.
Okay,
he realized it.
Loaded a setup. Pressure's on 90. I hope, they've all loaded their setups. So Pressure's on 90. He's braving it. Maybe really maybe he's just got a heavy foot. He's not going to let go of that accelerator. That's why he needs so much fuel. And they're off.
Kenny got a good start and
epic start.
The position he started. Yeah, epic start. Yeah, he got a position really clean.
And he's pulled a bit of a gap by the looks of it.
He ratted too hard on the curb and almost dragged him off the track.
Did well to recover though, but G32 now right on his tail.
Looking for the position.
Also Pressure looking at Roy there, I think.
Ooh, Scott got into Roy inside. I mean, can't speak. Yeah, I think Scott overtook Roy.
I think he did, yeah. So Scott into fourth.
He's following those guys.
Yeah, he's almost there, right on the back of G32 and Ratek.
Nah, it's there. It's looking.
That's a fast car, that white one.
Come on, Scott, don't expose us for cheating.
Yeah, if the white
So
if the white one wins the race, we have to investigate why it's it's got rockets on it. Some NOS. It's looking like a close race though. If they can carry this on for the rest of the race, it's going to be a very interesting race. Because there's not anybody that's been left too far behind right now.
No, only
Kento's slightly struggling at the back there, but hopefully he starts getting the hang of it. Remember, he was practicing with 100 fuel, so the car is much lighter now. He's got to get used to how it drives. Motormouth can have a look here on G32.
See if he's got a better exit. Yeah, but it's still right on his tail.
And while they're busy fighting, Roy could be closing that gap behind them.
They're losing some time.
You can see Motormouth just ran it wide
nice
there.
Save. Yeah, he wanted to keep the foot down.
Yeah.
Nice save.
And now, when you're sitting there in Roy's position, you're getting excited. The guys ahead of you are making some mistakes. You're thinking, now I can catch them and just reel them in slowly. That's my least favorite turn on the track,
really
that
wide.
one.
Yeah, also mine, I can confirm that. You got the news that they're gonna change that. They're gonna change that corner.
Is it? I haven't heard that.
Yeah, they're gonna remove that, how can I say that? The
So
tight corner.
So what are they going to do? They're going to continue that long way where you go past there and then it turns slowly left.
Yeah, you know the other layout where you go straight and you make a big corner. They're gonna make it a little bit more tighter. Remove the old one.
So it's a bigger left hand, not such a sharp left hand.
Yeah, not such a sharp. Yeah, a little bit bigger, but not the same as the other one that exists already.
It's a very awkward corner on this layout.
You're also downhill a little bit.
So Motormouth almost side by side there with G32.
Yeah. Seems like G32 can get a better braking. Which is really hard to attacking Scott.
They just got to be careful that they're not so locked into each other that Roy doesn't sneak up the inside of them both.
Yeah.
Just
really
as I
wide
say
after
that, Roy runs it a bit wide into the dirt, but he's still on track, so he's still looking like he can take the fight to these guys. One thing though, this battle between them has dropped them off of the back of Ratek. So Ratek now with less pressure.
Ratek is following Kenny. I mean, they're still on the same team.
Kenny is also
so
Kenny's putting in 153s now as well. That's what Ratek got in the qualifying
of the car. Yeah, but it's not so bad for Ratek to lose their position. They're on the same team, so they're still gaining points.
So Kenny a little bit slower this lap he's just done, and Ratek pretty much level with what he had before. So He's looking a little bit more consistent. Motormouth taking a look up the inside here, but I think he's going to back off. He does.
Yep.
Oh,
No,
Roy has
Roy
a spin
made a
there.
big mistake. Yeah. Hopefully nobody gets. Yeah, okay. Got it.
You can just see his teammate there, Kento.
Okay, yeah, let's him.
So
push.
Galaxy now, both cars at the back of the grid. Their pressure got past them both. Motormouth is no, I got
No, no, no.
confused. I thought he had gotten past. Apologies for that.
Then now we got. No. I was saying we got 3 packs, but no. There's one guy solo.
So it's
Got pressure,
three.
yeah.
It's 4 packs.
Yeah. We got still some laps left. So if G32 and Scott disturb each other the entirety of the race, maybe pressure us.
Well, we saw
Some
earlier we had
opportunity, I don't
Scott and Roy in the previous race were leading for the beginning, and then they had a big crash and they were at the back. So I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen now.
Very close from these two. It's a good job from G32, just keeping
Yeah, he's definitely
his
positioned really
composure.
well, yeah. Yeah, you can see pressure. See those guys. Think he's gonna get angry now.
Very nice race though between these two.
Yeah, really close. Now Scott with some understeer is starting to lose some rubber.
I don't want to speak too soon or do the commentator's curse, but the way
Yeah.
it's looking, I think Scott should be happy with this race. There's been a few races where he hasn't been happy with how they went, but at the
Yeah.
moment,
Yeah, we need to stop talking.
yeah,
I just saw that
I
coming.
almost spoke too soon there, but
No, we're gonna reverse psychology. We need to do that. Now he's gonna crash, Scott, so whatever.
anyways, let's take a quick look at the leaders. We haven't seen them for a while. Let's see what
Yeah.
Kenny and Ratek not that far behind actually.
Yeah, it's closing up the gap a little bit.
Yeah.
It was around 1.4, 1.3, and now it's
Because he's
around
put in the
1 second.
153 that last lap.
Oh yeah, I didn't saw that.
So he's actually the last 2 laps had a faster lap than Kenny.
So we are about half race. You can see we are over half race done.
So
Yeah.
Kenny with a 153 and Ratek a 153. So both of them 153 on there.
Yeah, Ratek a little bit faster.
So they are really putting in the laps right now.
Also, yeah, Scott and G32 around the
You
same.
can see Scott's having a look.
Scott,
He's having a look there.
having a look.
And he's taken him.
Got it. He got it.
So Motormouth up into 3rd now. That move paid off.
Yeah.
So what do we think here, Carlo? We think that Scott's just cursed in the commentator's car. Green's not his
Yeah.
color. He likes the white car.
I'm just gonna give him the keys then.
Otherwise, it's like you said, we must check the car. You might have an unfair advantage in that car. We haven't done any what do they? We haven't done, what do they call those guys? We haven't done any scrutineering.
Any scootering. I don't.
Scrutineering that they do before the race to check that nobody's tampered with the cars or added something to the car that shouldn't be there. The scrutineers.
Okay. Never heard of it.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got a different name for it then in Italy. It's the guys that before a race they go check the cars out to make sure that everything is right. Oh, Ratek with a big spin. And he hit the wall, so I hope he doesn't have suspension damage.
Yeah, but he recovered the car real quick.
Yeah, it did spin the right way, but you just gotta hope he doesn't have damage. It's going to affect him in the corners now.
Yeah. Let's see if G32 holds on Scott. Seems like Scott is pulling a bit of gap.
Yeah, Scott with a 156 that last lap and G32 a 157, so
kind of slow.
It is a little bit slow
laps. They were pushing hard when they were fighting. I was seeing 155 every lap, I think.
And Ratek with
even
his spin
Scott also got 154.
Ratek with his spin got a 159.
Not bad.
Which is what Kento also got last lap. So Kento's struggling here.
Yeah. G32 really wide got.
He managed to save it quite well. It's been quite a good few saves here from everyone tonight. He's done it again.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like in the border of the track is there's only black holes, not grass and sand. And sand. Black holes that pulls you away.
Pulls you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see Motormouth pulling away now. I think G32 maybe just pushing a little too hard. He's run it wide a few times.
Now Roy is getting
catching pressure. So two different teams of blue cars there.
Yeah, almost looking the same team, but you can see the difference. Yeah, pressure cars has a really nice blue.
It's a much darker blue.
Yeah, I like blue, night blue. Yeah, I made a big mistake with the fuel pressure.
Yeah, because he was
losing a lot of pace.
He was running. What's he got now left in his car? 73.
And he has to use tires. Yeah, it's really slow him down. Yeah, you can see here.
But I mean, he's done a decent job to have stayed in fifth as long as he has with that much fuel.
Yeah, didn't make a mistake. Seems at least.
The best battles in all our races always seem to be nearer the back.
Yeah, he's looking for it. Was not the right moment.
Both of them ran it wide there. But yeah, there's a couple laps left. I think as long as Roy doesn't make a mistake, he's looking for a way past here. Ooh, mistake from pressure.
Yeah.
He looks like he's cutting the track a bit, but it doesn't help him because Roy is through.
Was just trying to keep the control of the car, I think.
So good job for Roy moving up to fifth.
Yeah.
Ratek now, he is a little bit of a way off of Kenny, but he's got no immediate danger behind him either. So at this point, if I were him, I would just be putting in. I wouldn't be pushing too hard because
Yeah.
chances are any
But,
any laps he can set, Kenny can set too. So rather keep it safe and steady. And
mhm.
if he's got a chance of winning, it's because Kenny makes a mistake.
Yeah, that's the only one. Yeah.
So don't
But,
give up.
From the look of the
Don't
times,
give up,
he's,
but don't push too hard.
Yeah, he's not
'Cause if-
looking too much sabotage
Yeah.
his car from the
'Cause if-
time.
Because if he pushes too hard and makes another mistake, I mean, Motormouth isn't that far off.
He's gonna lose the position. He can't afford to make another mistake. Yeah. Oh, who
We've lost
retired?
somebody.
Lost Kento.
Kento is gone. Ratek with a little bit of a
Ooh.
slide, but he recovers. So
Yeah.
lucky he never went into the spin. But anything like that is going to slow you down just that little bit.
You can see sometimes strange vibration in the car. I saw it one time.
Remember, he did hit the wall earlier, so we don't know if he's maybe
Yeah,
also
yeah.
got a bit of suspension damage.
Looks like it. Scott with his lights on. It's,
He's in attack mode.
yeah. Better watch out for that. Kenny looking comfortable. As
Yeah,
always.
Kenny without a stress in the world. He's just,
Vibing.
yeah, I mean, most races he does, it must be like a time trial for him. There's usually no one around, and he's just putting in fast laps. I mean, especially since you and your brother have stopped racing, there's not a lot of people that take the fight to Kenny at the moment.
Yeah.
Ratek gave it a good try there. He did for a little bit, but yeah. I think it's times like these that he must miss the battle with Berries. I think Berries used to have good battles with Kenny.
Yeah, also Barry's really good.
So check, Motormouth put in a 155 that last lap, and so did Ratek.
Yeah, Scott is looking good.
Scott
with
is
his car,
closing.
even,
He's closing that gap a little, but he runs it wide.
Just as I say that, but
Yeah,
even the
commentators
last
curse.
endurance, he was good. He was really angry for position, but yeah, I made mistakes and lost the opportunity. But yeah, he has the pace.
So they go on to their last lap now. Kenny just I mean, he could even do his slowest lap now. He's set a 153 this last lap, so he's still putting in the fast ones, but he could set something slow and still win this. That's how much of a lead he's got at the moment.
It doesn't seem he wants to.
No, knowing Kenny, he'll go for another 153 or try his hardest to break into the 152s.
Yeah.
If that's even possible, I'm sure Kenny will be the one to do it. There's just nothing he can't seem to drive fast.
Yeah. Even the Mustang he can drive fast.
Yeah, he won the rallycross the other day. So he's coming out to the final turn. I think that's an easy win for him
Yeah.
to extend his lead even further now, and also get
Right.
himself a first place qualifying position in the endurance race on Thursday. Can just see Ratek now in the background coming over the line. He's going to flash his lights for us. Motormouth there as well, flashing his lights as he comes
Great
third.
race for him.
And G32 doing a good job there to not be too far behind Motormouth. You just hang on a bit. Let's see where Rock is right now. It's also on the last lap with Pressure not that far behind him, but Rock will take the lead here from Pressure. So he is in 5th and Pressure in 6th. Good job from the guys. Unlucky for Kento. I wonder what he was struggling with. Probably the tires, like you said. I would imagine that could spin you out quite a lot if you had the wrong tires. But I hope to see them all back and stronger on Thursday.
Hopefully I'll be there also.
Anyways, so that is the racing for tonight. Good job from those guys. And yeah, thanks for joining us on commentary, Carla. I'm sure you would rather be racing, but it's nice to have you on commentary.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. I rather commentate you guys than driving with a broken thing.
Yeah, man, you must get that fixed already. We need you at your fullest. We need somebody to beat Kenny.
Yeah, I need somebody to send me a Trustmaster T300, maybe. I can write the address.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to.
If they could send us all new wheels, that would be nice. I'll take one too if we get it. Cool, guys. Thanks for watching. You can join us again on Thursday for the second part to this event, which is the 1 hour endurance of the same track. And that should be very interesting. It's got a mandatory 1 pit stop rule at least, so the guys have to make a strategic decision in that race. And it's always a good one to watch. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you then. Good night. Goodbye.